real estate, I'm not real estate, my health and life insurance license again, and started looking for companies to sell for, and um, ran into a couple. There was one that I did an extensive um, interview process with and stuff, and during the interview process, I made it abundantly clear that I was not going to sell health insurance that did not cover pre-existing conditions. Personally, I think that's a fraud. So yeah, that shit to be sold. Um, so go through this interview process and all this stuff, and come find out the vast majority of these companies, that's all they sell. They sell temporary health insurance, but it doesn't cover none of these policies. These temporary policies cover pre-existing conditions. They don't have the protections of. That's why they're not sold in the exchange. They don't have the protections of that, and thanks to our Republican friends that have been destroying all that, and they're now in the Supreme Court trying to just eliminate uh, the Affordable Care Act and leave about um, 33 million people without coverage, and I don't know how many other. It's probably like 100. They're like 120 million people, 128, that have pre-existing conditions that would not be covered. So you're talking probably about half of the people in this country will be without coverage uh, if the Trump administration succeeds in destroying whatever's left of the Affordable Care Act. Instead of trying to fix it and have an alternative, they don't have an alternative. The alternative is fuck you and die. That's their alternative. If you have a pre-existing condition. So in the middle of a pandemic, they're trying to do this. I mean, how much more evil can you be? So um, basically, what you have, and then I interviewed with one of them, and they actually celebrate this shit that we're selling pre-Obamacare insurance, meaning we're selling insurance that does not cover any pre-existing conditions. They're proud of that. They're proud of taking people's money and not covering their health conditions. That's amazing, you know? And, they're I don't know what else to say about that. How horrible that is, you know? So it's trash health insurance. So don't buy it. Don't buy it. What we should be doing as a nation is Medicare for all, like every other developed nation uh, on Earth, Canada, Germany, Australia, you know, the Nordic countries, Scandinavia. They all have, single payer mirror. There's only one payer. We would save so much money. We spend the most money per capita and get the least amount of care. We're getting ripped off by the system. And there's, you have to cap the greed of it. Um, you have to control it. I mean, I know it's a human trait and stuff, but that's what governments are for, to um, to control that greed and serve the community, not the few. Serve the the interest of the larger society instead of the interest of a few greedy corporations. And they can make it work. That's the companies have been selling Medicare Advantage products forever, and they got money. They're doing good, even with regulations and the whole 9 years. We can do the same for people. So we don't need to be spending 70 $726 billion in 1 year in freaking warfare. It's outrageous. Just take 10% of that. I've been saying that for a long time. Bernie's saying it now. 10% of that would cover all of it. All of it. So trash health insurance, uh, anything that does not cover pre-existing conditions, don't buy it. I would contact your representative and tell them that you want Medicare for all. And there, how are we going to pay for it? It really is. You take 10% off of the warfare. Uh, so, you know, there it is. Don't buy trash health insurance. Contact your representative and tell them that you want Medicare for all. And they'll open a lot of opportunities for people who are in the industry because um, we would transition from health insurance agents for companies into health insurance agencies for uh, the government management companies, and we'll still make money. Um, you know, we just, we won't have to be paying uh, a gazillion dollar a year bonuses from the insurance company CEOs and the executives and the whole nine yards. So, you know, that's just one thought.